première classe à bord de la France de la mer, le paquebot transatlantique le plus moderne de la flotte française. Welcome aboard the first class section of La France de la mer, the most modern of the French fleet of transatlantic ocean liners. Time of our crossing is 5 days, depending upon weather conditions and currents. Our captain and entire staff are here to make your voyage as pleasant as possible. We urge you to partake of the amenities offered in our lounge and dining facilities. For our business travelers who need to be in touch with your colleagues, radiograms are available as soon as we are in range. We have with us some of the most talented entertainers in the world. As is the custom, we hope that some of you will serenade your fellow passengers on our last night before arriving in New York City. Again, our warmest welcome aboard.
Miss, do you speak English? I do. Good, because that's all I speak. Nothing else, except for a couple of words here and there. I'm sorry if I startled you, miss. Gotta ask what you're doing here. I wish to be alone. Or what do you think I am, for the life preservers? I wanted to feel the salt air. There's lots of places on board you can feel the salt air. This isn't a place for passengers. You're not supposed to be here. You are. Well, I happen to like this spot.
I like it too, but if you insist on staying, I'll go.
No. You stay. I'll go. Over here, is this far enough? You'll be alone? Pack up all my care and woe, here I go, singing low, bye, bye, blackbird. Excuse me. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet. Excuse me. So is, oh, what, are you talking to me, miss?
We are alone here, aren't we?
Alone together, as they say?
Who says that?
Never mind. Name's Albert. You got one?
One what?
Well, a name.
Of course. Everybody has a name. That's a silly question.
So why can't you tell me?
If you must know, my name is Mrs. Beetlestein. Marina Beetlestein. Irina.
Pleased to meet you, missus. All three of you. Left your husband in the cabin, did you? Couldn't handle the sea, I guess. You know, it's funny. People always think it's the woman who has the weak stomach, but more men get seasick.
My husband's already in America. In Brooklyn, America. That's in the state of New York.
Yeah, well, I know that. So what's the matter with this husband of yours? He lets his wife cross the ocean all by herself? He got a name, this Faschwanderer?
His name is Izzy Itzhak.
Well, he's the Michelin in a sense for his wife. Suppose that's something. I said something wrong.
He didn't send for you, did he? It isn't your business, but his parents bought me the ticket. Third class, not steerage. They wrote him a letter that I was coming for him to meet the boat.
It's called a ship. When it crosses the ocean, it's called a ship.
Thank you for correcting me.
You're welcome. So, first class wasn't good enough for their son's wife?
It was a question of money, they said.
This is the first class deck. You're not supposed to leave your deck. How'd you get past the gate on the stairs? Never mind. Doesn't matter to me. First class, second class, third. Steerage, people are all the same to me. Except nobody's supposed to be here.
But you are here.
Well, I'm crew. Well, even if I don't wear a uniform, I'm what they call a subordinate steward. That's just a fancy name for the guy who does what nobody else wants to do. The errands and such. Except I'm not supposed to mix with the passengers.
Then you shouldn't speak to me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stare.
Then stop staring.
I wanted to be sure it was you. I'm sorry.
I am sure it is
But
I.
you're not Elizabeth, aren't you?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, I knew it was you. Oh, Narcissus, I see stars everywhere we go, but I knew it was you. Oh, I've seen all your movies. Salome, Camille, all of them. That's my husband. Said there would be all kinds of famous people in first class, but I didn't see any stars on the way over. I mean, none that I recognized him. Well, on our way home. Oh, you're the first movie star I've met. Oh, finally. I've only seen others on the street, but I wouldn't have the nerve to approach any of them. Oh. I feel like I know you, even though we never met before, and I read all about you.
I was afraid of that.
It's a real honor to meet you. You have such an exciting life living in Hollywood, making movies. Camille is still my favorite. Oh, I cried for Camille. You got to work with Rudolph Valentino.
Yes, I know.
Oh, I can't believe he's gone. It's so sad. I cried my eyes out when he died. So handsome, a real heartbreaker. Mac laughed at me for crying. He said I better cry just as much for him when he dies, or he'll come back from the grave to throttle me. That's what he said. He thinks he's a real joker card.
Where is your husband? Perhaps he is looking for you.
Oh no, he's probably in the lounge, gambling or drinking, or maybe both. I'm not much of a drinker. He drinks for the both of us. I told him I was going to try and see if I could find you and see if you were really Mazzy. But do you mind if I call you that? That's what they call you in all the magazines. Max says you shouldn't be worshiping movie stars. They're all a bunch of... Oh. I'll better not repeat what he said. Do you mind if I talk to you? You just tell me if you do and I'll leave you alone. I don't want to bother you. You just tell me why don't you go away and I'll be gone in this now. Oh, I'm just babbling on, aren't I? I'm so nervous talking to you. Oh my. I just realized something. I was so nervous I didn't stop to think that I'd never heard you talk before.
What is that?
You have an accent.
I hadn't noticed that I do, but I noticed yours.
Oh no, I don't have an accent. I'm American.
As am I.
No, you aren't. Oh, you're kidding me, aren't you? No, you're Russian from Russia. That's what I read.
Yeah, American there.
See, I don't understand what you just said.
I said I am an American citizen.
Oh, I'm glad.
So am I.
Permettimi, signora, I will sit right here. If it is all right for you, I promise not to disturb you.
You don't disturb me.
Well, I thought perhaps a seat was for your companion.
No, my husband's in the cabin moaning and holding his stomach.
Well, my wife is in a suite with her babies. They will not sleep without her presence, so I am a bachelor for a few hours. Oh, sorry to hear about your husband.
I shouldn't laugh about him. I'm not unfeeling, but He moans out of tune and it hurts my ears.
I'm a little black bird looking for my blue bird. Madame Florence means all of Europe adores you, including myself.
Thank you, I've had a wonderful tour.
I saw you perform in Paris and in London. Wow, super.
Thank you again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not introduce myself. I am Benjamin O'Yee.
The famous tenor?
Oh, I should see.
I should have known. I've heard your records. I've never seen your face.
Oh.
Not even a picture. I wish you had come backstage. Was that you singing on the deck last night?
No.
Oh, I heard singing, but I thought I'd fallen asleep and was dreaming a beautiful dream.
I like to come out here and rehearse and not disturb anyone.
They should be happy to hear you. Like a free concert.
Well, to tell you the truth, I enjoy singing out here. When I sing against the wind, she sends my voice back to me, and I feel like I'm singing a duet with myself. And when I sing with the wind, she sends my song to soothe the creatures under the sea.
That's a wonderful way to describe it. Perhaps I'll try it myself one night before we reach New York.
Well, the sea creatures and I will be fortunate to hear you.
Then you shouldn't speak to me.
I just said that, didn't I? How long since you've seen this husband of yours?
5 years, if you must know.
5 years, he never gets sent for you. That don't sound good if you ask me.
I didn't ask you.
Well, I only want to warn you. I've seen this before. Don't expect a brass band to wing for you on Elliside.
I don't expect a band to play.
Well, I didn't mean that exactly.
That's what you said.
In America, it's called a figure of speech. It means like a warm-up. I know a lot of American slang. I can teach you. Could I tell you something? Don't think I'm being forward. I've got a habit of speaking my mind.
I can't stop you.
You won't get mad.
I will know if you haven't told me yet.
So, I'll take a chance. But I'm saying it. So if your husband isn't grateful to God he's got a wife like you, well, you know, there is someone who thinks he's a lucky man he has you for a wife.
Are you going to keep talking about my husband, or are you going to tell me what you'd like to say?
Forget it. If I was your husband, and
Again with my husband.
all right. If you was my wife, is that better? It's already laughing at me a little. I don't get insulted either. In America, it's called thick skin, what I got. So as I was saying, if you was my wife, I wouldn't leave you behind. Ever. What do you think about that?
I don't think anything. I am not your wife.
But if you were, I would never leave you. And if I had to, wouldn't be for no 5 years. You ain't got nothing to say to that?
What should I say?
Can I ask you something else?
You can.
I've been going back and forth to Europe, working the crew on different ships over the years. To Liverpool and Southampton, there in England. To Bremen in Germany and Rotterdam. But this here ship's from Cherbourg in France.
I know geography. What's the question?
I'm getting to it. Well, I was born in America. On Rivington Street. That's in the Lower East Side. Have you heard of it? Lots of Jews and Italians live there. Anyway, my question is, you ain't never been to America before, but you speak better than me.
That's not a question.
It's called an observation. My question is, why?
School. My father was a teacher of English in Kiev. He used to live in America before I was born. And he had many books in English. I read many books. And we used to speak together in English to practice. When I was old enough, I went to the school where he worked, but I didn't finish my degree.
I wish I could have stayed in school too, then I wouldn't be such an ignoramus. How come you didn't finish?
I studied for free because of my father, but when he died, I had no money to pay for school. I was alone and afraid, so when the matchmaker arranged it, I got married. Izzy left right after, and I moved in with his parents. They said there wasn't room for any of my father's books.
They wanted to make you as stupid as their son.
Why would you say that? That's not true. I mean, I don't think that's the reason. I never thought of it that way. I just don't think they like me very much.
Some people just can't see. They got treasure right in front of them.
Oh, please tell me all about what it's like living in Hollywood. Do you mind? I want to know everything.
The gossip or the truth?
I would know what's true and what isn't. How would I know that?
Very interesting answer.
Nancy, over here. What do you have to say about Charles Bryant's claims?
How is it that you and your supposed husband disagree on whether or not you're married?
I will only speak about my work, not the real-life fiction of Mr. Bryant.
Are you saying that Bryant lied about you?
I am saying no such thing. Mr. Bryant can speak for himself.
He claims that he is not married, yet you refer to him as your husband.
So there, you see how we disagree. Now I will speak no more about this.
Your fans are entitled to know your side of the story.
No, my fans are entitled to the best work I can do on film.
What about your Sunday soirees? Bryant claims you only invite young women. That might seem immoral to some of your fans. What would you say to them?
We've been meeting young, dull, and wild in Europe. There are rumors that she is anxious to meet you. She's quite notorious.
I haven't even left the United States yet.
I would know what's true and what isn't. How would I know that?
It's a very interesting answer.
Mac doesn't think I'm interesting.
And Mac, your husband.
He's rich and I'm not, but he takes care of me now. I like my job. But Mac doesn't want me working. The other girls in the steno pool I made friends with said I shouldn't let him push me around. Mac says I don't need friends like that. Mac says I don't need friends at all since I have him. Oh, I shouldn't be talking about him to a stranger, but I feel like I know you.
If there were no women or men like you or your husband, there would be no place like this one I am trying to read.
I don't understand. Oh. You mean like Camille being pushed around by Armand's father because he's an aristocrat and she's well
Courtesan.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Except I'm not one of those. And Mac isn't a count or anything. He's just a rich man. Maybe if we were French or something, he'd be a count or a duke. But we're true blue Americans through and through. Oh, there he is now. Oh, dear. He looks upset. I better go. I don't want to cause any trouble. Mac! Mac! Oh, I was right about her, Mac. She is that movie star. Oh, she was in the movie with Valentino. She was real nice to me, like a regular person.
Well, now, look at that.
Did you hear what I said?
What our tickets cost, I didn't think any of them would be mixing with us.
She can hear you.
Then maybe she'll go back to steerage, where she belongs.
Please, Mac. Keep your voice down.
Maybe you ought to be in steerage. Or back in the steno pool where I found you.
There's nothing wrong with a girl taking care of herself. It's an honest job.
Well, now your honest job is taking care of me.
Oh, man. You don't need me taking care of you. But I do like being nice to you when you're nice to me.
You sure have a way of changing the subject.
You like when I change the subject.
I have no complaints. Let's go to the cabin. It's getting too dark out here.
Disgusting. You must not let fools upset you.
Miss Mills, Florence, how do you feel about the success of Lulu Bell on Broadway? Does it bother you that they gave your role to a white woman performing in blackface?
I turned down the leading role, and I congratulate Miss Lenore Oring on her performance.
Paul Robeson also turned down the leading role. Did you and he decide together to reject the play?
Mr. Robeson and I are not a team. I respect his decisions and whatever reasons he has for making them, and I hope he respects mine.
He claims that the colored characters in Lulu Bell are mere stereotypes. Do you agree?
Well, I prefer plays that show the nicer parts of the Negro race.
Rumors floating around Broadway claim that Lulu Bell is based on your own life.
Lulu Bell is a prostitute. I have never, I repeat, never sold myself. I cannot be more emphatic in my denial. I have worked on the stage since I was 6 years old. On the stage, not on the street. And I deeply resent any aspersions cast on my morals. I'm sorry that I have to protest my innocence to you, or your readers, or anyone else.
Are you ill, Florence? I heard rumors that you're ill.
Of course not.
Will you be performing tonight?
I will definitely be performing tonight. I'm just a little tired.
You must not let fools upset you.
They exhaust me.
I pity the people with hate in their hearts.
There's too many of them for me to spare any pity. I haven't the stamina for it. I save my pity for those who have earned it.
Well, for every one who hates, there are thousands who adore. Well, I certainly hope that my admiration for you will make up for the... I'm sorry, my English is disappearing in your presence.
I understand your sentiment well, thank you.
There is music playing in the lounge. Shall we go listen together?
You have one?
No, thank you.
We have to finish it all before we land. Goddamn prohibition.
You can finish it all by yourself.
I don't need your permission to drink or for anything else. It's time I lay down the law with you again. You have a habit of forgetting, and you've had some pretty grand ideas since we came aboard.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean. You've been telling everyone we're married.
I don't want people thinking I'm...
What? That you're a whore?
You said we would get married in France.
I guess I lied.
Everybody back home is expecting me to come home married.
Now why would I marry you? So you could join the club? Or play bridge with my mother and her friends? Or have a son with a weird name who would be ashamed of his mother?
Please, Matt.
Why do you think I brought you to some godforsaken village in Europe when none of my set would ever visit?
So we could be alone, that's what you said.
I lied.
We could get married on the ship. It would be real romantic. It's legal if the captain marries us. I asked him.
You told the captain our business?
I was just making conversation.
We are not getting married on this ship.
Promise.
I give you nice things. And you keep whining about the one thing I won't give you. I took you to France. You'd never see the ocean if it wasn't for me. was going to surprise you with this when we got back, but I'll tell you now. There's a nice place all fixed up for you to live in. It's got the latest of everything. I'll take care of you. You've done pretty well with me so far, haven't you?
I'm not a courtesan.
A courtesan? No. You're my girl. All mine.
You're like in that movie Jekyll and Hyde. Sometimes you turn into the mean part.
Oh, you and your movies. This is real life, Marge. Real life, not some goddamn movie.
You're different.
No. I'm like any other self-respecting gentleman who meets a woman like you. Now, you care about pleasing a man, and a man likes that. See, the women in my set, they care about going to the opera, or being seen wearing the latest clothes. But they're the ones we marry. You're for fun, Marge. Just for fun.
You don't know me when you get like this when you drink.
Sure you do. You just needed to be brought back down to earth a little. Well, look at that. There's still some chocolates left. My baby likes chocolates, doesn't she? Come on then, open up. That's it. Now, you don't need a wedding ring, do you? Say it for me. Say it.
I don't want to.
Say, I don't need a wedding ring. Say it. I can't hear you.
I don't need a wedding ring.
That's better. Now, here are the new rules. No more telling anyone our business. And no more mixing with that colored girl. I don't care how famous she is. And no more talking to the Jew.
What Jew? What are you talking about?
That actress you're always going on about. She's a Jew. Why didn't they put that in those goddamn magazines you always buy?
How do you know that? And anyway, I don't care if she is. She was very nice to me.
Well, I care. And you never mind how I know. We got 4 more days on this tugboat, so no more strolling around looking for famous people. Come on now. You stop your sniveling. Let's go to the bedroom, get reacquainted.
I don't want to.
I didn't ask what you wanted.
Dear Nina, I cannot bear these long voyages, especially when I know what awaits me at home. Will the mess with Charles ever end? He claims we were never married, but then insists on half of my assets to grant me a divorce. Might be worth the financial ruin just to be rid of that man. It'd be best to put me forward. Dear sister, I met Dolly Wilde in Paris and behaved like an adolescent. I will never again belittle my fans.
Madame Sarah, have you tried absinthe? We have no prohibition in Paris.
No, thank you.
You force me to drink too much, madam. There are 2 glasses there, and be a crime. Surely you don't refuse because the influence of living for so long in America?
No, I refuse because I do not wish to drink absinthe. No other reason.
Well, I'll get you something else then as soon as I finish these. What would you like?
Ooh. Why? Perhaps.
Well, you certainly must let me know and I'll be at your service. Do you prefer Chardonnay or Claret or Rosé to match your cheeks? It's refreshing to see you blush.
Am I blushing?
It's quite endearing.
But I'm hardly a schoolgirl.
No, you're too accomplished for that. Life is absurd, isn't it? First, I see you naked, and then I meet you.
I don't understand.
On the screen, my dear Olive.
I was never moved on film.
Huh, it must have been an illusion then, or dream you inspired. Alas, only a dream.
I'm at a loss for words.
But let's leave this dreadful party and together try to find them.
Your wit is equal to that of your uncle.
Only when I'm under the influence of certain substances, sober I'm a terrible bore. Shall we go?
Enter.
Ma'am, you got a radiogram.
I'll take it. Thank you.
I'm supposed to wait here for your answer if you got one. They said to tell you no more than 100 words.
If I have a reply, I will send it for you.
But I'm off duty now, ma'am. Just as soon as I bring back your answer.
I'm sure I can find someone. There is no need for you to.
If you're sure, then I'll be going. Evening, ma'am.
Thank you, you too. Mayor will not grant me a new contract. He's playing hard to get. I will keep trying. My dream is to film Helga. I have been reading it over and over on this journey, trying to find the best way to adapt it to a motion picture. Then perhaps I can get through to Mayor when I present him with an adaptation. Hedda will be very different from Salome. My dear daughter, only 2 days out to sea, and already I miss you. You made my trip to Paris memorable. I am profoundly grateful. All these long voyages are so difficult. It's like being caught between two worlds, and I have too much time to think. I prefer doing, acting. Now I must set my sights on home. And I dread what awaits. I will think of you instead.
in uniform by the gate smoking. I had to wait for them to finish. Oh, can I ask you something?
What do you want to ask?
What happened to you?
I was late getting off duty. One of the passengers got a radiogram.
I mean, what happened to you? I want to know all about you. Why you didn't go to school? And why you do this work? You always wanted to do this work.
Slow down. One at a time. My father died in war. My mother got the influenza. They say that's what killed her. I believe it was a broken heart. I've been on my own since. I'm sorry. Everybody's got a sad story since the war. I didn't tell you so as you'd feel sorry for me. I get to see the world, don't I? This husband of yours. Do you love him?
Why do you ask me such a question?
If you loved him, you would have said so. I bet he took one look at you and knew you were too good for him. So he took off to America without you.
They say that two people can learn to love each other after the wedding.
Not when there's a whole ocean between you. Who says that anyways? Old folks who want to run your life? Sometimes I think I'm lucky I'm an orphan.
That's a terrible thing to say.
You're right. I'm sorry. I was out of line saying those things to you.
It'll be different in America, away from his parents.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pure, o principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che mi fermano d'amore a disperare.
I've heard that last night, too.
That's Mr. Giggly.
Mr. Giggly. That's a silly name.
Fellas on the crew told me to call him. It's Italian. He sings opera. He's practicing.
Why does he practice up there?
I heard he doesn't want to bother the other passengers.
It's no bother. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's just listen.
Okay.
Okay. What's it mean?
Okay? Okay. It means, okay. It means like, yes. All right. Honky-dory.
Honky-dory, if you'd like to sit.
Maligno mi sorchioso in me, il nome mio nessun soprano, no sulla tua bocca dirò quando la luce
Clouds are all I ever see. If the sun poured.
I came to apologize.
I believe you already did that.
Not nearly strong enough. Miss Mills, on behalf of my husband, Mackenzie Willett, and myself, I apologize for insulting you.
He should apologize for himself. You have nothing to be sorry for.
He didn't know who you were when he said those dreadful things, and then when I tried to tell him, he was too riled up to hear what I was saying. He never got to see your show. Neither did I, I'm sorry to say, but I read all about it. I like to read about all the stars. I never thought I'd meet any, not in my wildest dreams, not until Mac and I got together. He told me I might meet some famous people on the trip, but I shouldn't bother them. Did you really get to meet the Prince of Wales?
I did.
I thought it might be idle gossip in the newspaper.
No, it's just plain gossip, but sometimes gossip is true.
to meet Nazi. I mean, Nizamaba today, too.
How nice for you.
She's on the ship, too.
I gathered as much.
That was a silly thing for me to say, wasn't it? We talked a lot about gossip. There's a lot about her in the magazine, so she was real nice to talk to me. And you're awful nice to let me talk to you after Mac insulted you. He told me to bite my head off.
Why would he think that?
You being so worldly, you don't know what it's like in America and the South where Mac is from. His granddaddy lost a leg in the war, he told me.
Which war is that?
To men and women in the South, they only mean one thing when they say the war.
Yes, of course.
Florence, I noticed that you've taken a public stance on race issues.
You've been embraced by white audiences. Does that signal a change in the so-called struggle for equality of the races?
Before I became a success among white people, I had suffered adversity and prejudice. My parents were former slaves. I know well the legacy of my people, the unfairness of racial prejudice, of being made to feel inferior to the rest of humanity.
But things have gotten better for you and other Negroes, haven't they?
I was born with no prospects but a life of sorrow. My parents were too poor to provide me with a good education, so I had to educate myself. There are many of those who aren't able to lift themselves from the oppression that still exists, but those of us who have, do what we can to help the others.
And what exactly is it that you are doing to help?
I will let others sing my praises if they are so inclined. I prefer to sing songs.
What do you say to the news of the beatings and even the lynchings in the South?
In the South, it's still terrible. There isn't slavery anymore, not real slavery, but there is something very like it. I will say that despite the lynchings and other assaults, I believe in the possibility of a better future. In the meantime, I urge everyone, especially those who have been touched by my performances, to look within themselves and their own prejudice and realize the absurdity of it.
Are you describing your fans as prejudiced? Oh!
We all at times have mistreated people who we feel are different. We need to see the common humanity in all of us. It is more difficult, I suppose, for those whose prejudice is reaffirmed because of where they were born and raised, who carry the legacy of a war that was lost by their parents and grandparents less than a century ago.
To men and women in the South, they only mean one thing when they say the war.
Yes, of course.
Maligno misterioso, il nome mio nessun saprà, no, no dell'acqua notte, tramontate stelle, alla vincerò, vincerò. I'm sorry, I hope I did not disturb you.
No, sir. We enjoyed listening.
Well, the Giovanna Donna, not so much, I see.
No, sir. She enjoyed it too. She didn't fall asleep until almost the end. I think it was the salt air. Sometimes it makes the passengers tired if they're not used to the ocean. She liked you singing. She said so before she fell asleep.
That's good. Makes me very happy. It's why I enjoy singing. Well, if you and your wife happen to be in New York City when I am singing at Carnegie Hall, please come as my guests.
No, sir. She ain't my wife. She already got a husband. Supposed to meet her in New York. She ain't seen her for 5 years now. I'm on the crew. But please keep it under your hat.
But my boy, I am not wearing a hat.
May the Lord be in your hearts and help you to confess your sins with true sorrow.
Bless me, Father. For I have sinned. It has been many months since my last confession. These are my sins. I have committed, I am sorry. I do not know the word in English. I was with a woman, not my wife.
How many times did you commit adultery?
See. Thank you, Mother. That is the word. Only one time since my last confession.
Do you truly repent?
Oh, see, Padre, each time I say no more, but I cannot say away. The children, they need a father.
You have children with this woman?
Oh, see, Padre, I have 2 with her and 2 with my wife. Oh, I love my children. I cannot abandon them.
You must find a way to take care of the children and to keep your marriage vows. For your penance, recite the Our Father on rising each day for 1 month and do something kind for a stranger in need. Now, you must make an act of contrition.
Sí, Padre. Deus meus, ex toto corde me ante dolio, de omnibus quae mane ei de bono codo misi.
Deus, Pater misericordiae, qui per mortem et resurrectionem Filii, sui mundum sibi reconciliatum, et Spiritum Sanctum infugit, en remissionem peccatorum. Per ministeria Ecclesia, indulgenti activi tribuat in pace, et ego te absolvo a peccatis tuis. In nomine Patris, Filii, et Spiritus Sancti.
I'm on the crew. I'm not supposed to make some passages.
Well, the secret is safe with me. Bravissimo Giovanni. Sai trovare l'amore in ogni dove.
I don't understand.
In English, it means you're a clever man for one so young, just a boy.
It's a lot of words to mean so little. I mean, thank you, sir. But I ain't so smart.
Bellissima. Beautiful. Well, I must say good night. Buonanotte, my boy.
Good night, sir.
Can I ask you a question? I bought postcards in Cherbourg, souvenirs, and I'm hoping you'll autograph one of them for me.
First, I have a question for you.
Oh, I'd be delighted to answer.
If I weren't Florence Mills, if you didn't know who I was, would you still apologize for your husband insulting me?
I don't understand.
I think you do, but I'll say it in a different way. If I weren't famous, if I didn't meet the Prince of Wales, would you apologize for your husband insulting me?
Of course, I know what you mean. I'm not prejudiced. I like everybody, white and Negro, colored, both.
In Paris, during an intermission at our show at Les Ambassadeurs, the French orchestra played and there was dancing. One night, a white woman and a colored man took the floor. Some American customers objected, so the manager ordered the orchestra to stop playing.
I'm sorry to hear that, truly sorry.
My orchestra took up the playing instead, and the dancing continued. The woman's husband insisted.
Well, what happened next? What did the Americans do?
They caused such a fuss that the police were called in to remove them from the premises. Give me your postcard and a pen. When you show this to your friends and neighbors, If they don't know who I am, tell them I am Florence Mills from Washington, D.C., a colored girl, daughter of former slaves.
I will. I promise. Thank you for your kindness.
I looked for something with printing like you asked.
What did you bring?
This menu's got lots of print. It took some doing. I'm not supposed to be in the dining room unless I sub for a busboy. Then I gotta wear a uniform. But anyway, I told him I found it outside and it had wine stains. But I did that myself. I asked the waiter what should I do with it, it's dirty. He said throw it out. Here.
Aw. Unless you want to learn French, this won't do at all.
I didn't think of that. I speak a little French from working here on the France a couple of times. But there's nothing I can say in front of a lady.
We'll use the back, it's blank. Do you have a pencil?
What would I be doing with a pencil when I can't write nothing but my name?
I have an idea. Do you remember the alphabet?
I remember the letters for my name. Not what they're called, but I can write it. I told you that.
So your name starts with letter A. A is the first letter of the alphabet. Give me your hand and we'll do it together.
I don't know about that.
It's okay. I won't hurt you, I promise.
I got calluses. From the ropes.
Give me your hand. Damien.
That's A. I know A.
B is next. You have soft hands.
Forget it. What? A couple of days isn't enough to teach me or anybody else to read and write.
It's a start.
Why do you care anyways? Why are you angry with me? Who says I'm angry? I just think it's a silly idea after all.
Albert,
What?
give me your hand.
I told you. There isn't enough time. I'm breaking the rules because of you. I could lose my job, my pay.
Then why did you want to start?
You didn't say nothing about holding hands. I just thought I could spend some time with you all. Crew don't like me much, if you must know. I'll talk to them unless I got to.
I'm sorry.
See? You're different. Nice. It's been a nice crossing for me this time.
When we arrive, I'll never see you again.
What are you going to do if the Fashmandana isn't there?
Why do you keep talking about this?
See, you got to be prepared. You won't be the first wife that's been abandoned, and probably not the last.
Thank you for telling me something else you already told me.
You're the one who was talking about it all the time. How else do I know about you and the schlemiel?
Maybe I'm sorry I told you.
Yeah, well, maybe that makes two of us. What do you think of that?
I don't understand you, Albert. I thought we're friends now.
I gotta get back to work.
You said you're finished working.
Yeah, well, maybe I got other reasons.
Please don't go.
Oh, man! Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't looking. I'm so sorry, man.
Astonishing.
Albert.
our voyage proceeds, we are happy to report that the weather is indeed on our side, and it should remain so for the remainder of our journey. We will arrive in New York City on schedule. Our staff are enjoying the pleasure of your company and continue to do so as we cross the ocean to our destination.
Oh, my boy. Why so triste, so sad?
I got nothing to be happy for.
Oh, but the beautiful signorina.
I decided I'm not going to see her again until we dock. I just want to be sure her husband meets her. She has somewhere safe to go.
And then,
Well, I got no place for a woman in my life. I got nothing to offer somebody else, even if she wasn't married. I go back and forth across the ocean.
but you are young, a hard worker.
I used to love working on the ships. Seeing the world? Now it's just a job.
May I tell you something about my life? Perhaps it will help you to understand your own.
Sure. Right now, I'll take my hat at my own troubles.
Good. Sit.
I'm not permitted, sir.
Please, sit. If you're objecting for it, I will say that I insisted. Please, sit, 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 sit. You are still so young. I have been singing for a very long time. I have been training for many years and I've been working for many more. Now some all around the world. In Berlin, Paris, London, and my beloved Italy. Roma, Milano, all around the world.
I didn't know that. I just heard that you sing, or that you're famous.
Well, now you know my dilemma. My children, they have been growing older when I was not looking, when I was singing in a different city, different country. My wife, she has been both father and mother for the many months that I am away.
You're lucky you got such a wife.
Oh, thank God for it every day. But my boy, what is your name?
Albert.
Albert. Albert. When I am away from my family, my needs remain. Huh? A man has needs. Surely you must understand that.
I guess I do.
I will share secret with you. I trust you can be discreet.
You can trust me, sir.
There are women who offer companionship, who make no demands. Huh? No, not that kind of women. No, not the ones you pay for. I'm not speaking about those. No, I'm speaking about nice women who want nothing more than to offer companionship to a man for whatever time that he can spare for them. It is not a bad life for a man. What?
I'm sorry I interrupted.
Oh, that is okay. He is very dramatic as a young can be. Yeah. Well, I only hope that my speaking to him will help him with his I do not know the word in English. Oh, Madame Mills, you are ill. I did not know this. Please, let me help you sit. No, sit, please. I will help you sit.
Ma'am,
We met before, in the lounge on the first night. Well, we didn't exactly meet. We exchanged some pleasantries. I'm Gerald Richard.
I remember you, Mr. Richards.
Not Richards. Richard.
Oh.
Lots of people make that mistake, you know. Gerald Richard. My friends call me the man with 2 first names. Say, there's piano music in the lounge. I'm headed there now. You care to join me?
Thank you, but Mac is...
Your husband?
He'll be here soon. I better be here with
I'll keep you company then, if you like. I guess I didn't wait for your answer. Make a guess, please.
Yes, please.
Tell me about yourself. You don't seem like one of those nabobs that hang out in first class drinking too much. I'm a self-made man myself. Started from nothing, and now I have more money than I'll ever need. First, I like to spoil myself a little. Then I like to spoil other people. I practice law in Yonkers, New York. Here I am talking about me when I asked about you and I didn't even let you answer.
Well, I was his stenographer when I met Mac. He doesn't want me working.
And what do you want?
Well, why work when you don't have to? Mac thinks women should stay at home, but not every family is as rich as his. Some women have to work. I guess I'm lucky.
Do you like staying at home?
I don't really stay at home. We traveled, didn't we? I got to see friends. Not too many women like me get to do that. Are you married, Mr. Richards? Oh, I mean Mr. Richard.
Not yet. No, ma'am, not yet. I've been busy making my way in this world. Yonkers is my home. I was born and raised there. But every once in a while, I like to see what else is in this wide world of ours.
Well, this is my first trip to Europe, to France.
I first saw Paris as a doughboy.
I'm sorry.
I always wanted to see it again in peacetime. Something better this time around.
I didn't get to see Paris at all. Mac insisted I would like to see the countryside better.
Does your husband always know better than you what you like? I'm sorry. That question was pertinent.
No, no need to apologize. To tell you the truth, Mac thinks he knows, and I let him think that. Keeps the peace between us.
I believe that people should decide for themselves what they like and don't like. Live and let live is my motto, except in the courtroom, of course.
Oh. Yes, you said you're a lawyer.
The best in Yonkers. Of course, Yonkers is a small town, so there aren't too many of us. I'm a good lawyer. If you ever need legal assistance, just come to see me. Everybody in Yonkers, New York, knows me. Gerald Richard, a man with 2 first names.
I can't imagine I would ever need a lawyer.
Most people feel like that until the time comes. For instance, when a woman decides she's had enough of a husband, she needs a lawyer like me who can help her against the court system that's stacked against her.
Well, now look at this. I can't leave you alone for a minute.
Mr. Richard was keeping me company while I waited for you.
Well, now I'm here, so you don't need his company anymore. Tell him, Marge.
Good night, Mr. Richard. And thank you.
Good night, ma'am. Ma'am, if I don't see you again before we land, if you ever need a lawyer or just a friend, I'm the best in all of Yonkers, New York. Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Well, now you can forget it.
There was no need to be rude.
You're right. I'll apologize to him next time. Only there won't be a next time.
He said there's music in the lounge.
There's always music in the lounge. You want music, or you want to go be with your new friend? Yeah, go ahead.
Not when you're drunk. I'll stay here with you.
I don't need a nursemaid. I am perfectly perfectly capable of being drunk all by myself.
I want to stay with you.
You're a terrible liar, Marge. Go. I said go. Do I need to say it again?
So sad. Tell me why you cry, and we will cry together.
It's not funny.
My dear, it is just as important to laugh at misery as it is to cry. Perhaps more important.
I don't want to laugh.
Very well then, continue crying. Now, tell me what has caused this misery. I don't want to go to Brooklyn, so don't go. I have a husband, as have I, although he disagrees.
That doesn't make sense. People are married or not. Are you divorced?
Oh, I will see to it. And you?
Albert says I could get a divorce in America, but not from the rabbis. Only husband can do this.
Yiddish Mädel. You're Jewish. Well, most people think I'm Armenian. I do not contradict them. And the newspapers have enough to slander me with.
Are you famous?
It is refreshing to meet someone who does not know the intimate details of my life. I have the privilege as well as the misery of being popular.
Why do they write about you?
I am Alan Nazimova, the subject of much interest in the press in Europe and America.
Nazimova, я тоже русская.
Please, you must speak English. You speak it so beautifully. Oh, I did not learn until I moved to America.
But why are you famous?
I'm known for my work on stage and I make movies.
The Associated Press reports that L.D. Mayor, head of Metro Goldwyn Mayer, will not be renewing the contract of Alan Nazimova.
Nazi and MGM have parted ways. Allah, we respond from our readers.
Yes, it was I who decided not to renew.
My sources say you have become too big to accept the suggestions from directors.
Nonsense, but I do not suffer the foolish attempts to undermine work that is high in quality as well as entertainment.
If you could reply directly to the rumor mongers, what would you say?
What would you have me do? Would you have me cry? Oh, would you have me tear out my hair or keen in mourning for my movie career? I am made of sterner stuff. My life will never become a Chekhov's play.
You have plans? If you have plans, what will you do next?
Have you consulted sidekicks? There are rumors that you and Rambova often seek their advice.
Natasha, Miss Rambova can speak for herself. I rely upon my own experience as well as the experience of people who I trust. I do not need the advice of the stars or the people who claim to know their meaning. I know where I truly belong.
Are you going back to Broadway?
Of course, the theater has always been my true home.
You played some very exotic, some say unnatural characters. Has this influenced your life? The parties that you have at home, parties that rival the most erotic of your movies?
I don't understand your question. I choose roles that are dramatic, first of all, and then roles that can shed light upon the human experience.
But why are you famous?
I'm known for my work on stage, and I make movies.
Your husband forbids you to go on stage and make movies. That's why he denies you.
Oh, no. He wishes to marry a woman younger and wealthy, of course. And you? It is a selfish husband who makes his wife cry.
Albert says, don't be surprised if my husband is not there when we arrive. But what if he is there?
Are you ill, senor?
No, I just tire easily. Although I love England, its climate does not love me. I'm supposed to rest. Doctor's orders.
Well, then you must do as they say.
It's impossible. I'm scared to not have anything to do. I've worked my entire life. I have no life without singing.
Well, like you, my life was of singing, only of singing. I spent all day preparing for the evening's performance. I spent the day gargling and taking my siesta, or watching my diet. I see that you understand.
Oh, I understand too well.
Yes, but something happened to me when I was working in Livorno. I became impatient with the endless repetition of my life itself now. So, I made friends with a group of fishermen. They called all discipline. Day after day, I went out on the boat and I watched them practice their skill as fine and old as the discipline of singing. They knew which rock that the octopus was hiding under. So they took a very long stick, which they crafted just for this purpose, and they tied a granchio to the end of it.
I don't know what that is.
What, a stick? Oh, granchio. Granchio. No? Oh, granchio. Granchio. No? Oh, crab, yeah. They tied a granchio crab to the end of the stick, they put it towards the rock, and echo, the octopus was pulled aboard the boat to his doom. Thinking he had found his dinner, he became our dinner instead. Oh, Madame Amigos, how I enjoyed each evening's feasts. And I found that my performances did not suffer. Not at all.
So you recommend I learn to fish?
But there's no moral to my tale of fishing. Only a story that I wish to share with a colleague.
I'm afraid that my recreation consists of more singing. When I'm invited to a party, it's assumed I'll sing. I don't mind, truly I don't. I've been singing since I was a child. I've never learned anything else. For me, the opposite of singing is nothing. Zero. What would I do? Walk in the park? I hear a bird and I want to sing with it. I see children playing and I think of the songs I sang with my sister when I was 5 years old and we played the circuit. Everything leads me to singing. I'm tired, exhausted, and they say it's because of singing too much. That's like telling me it's because of breathing too much.
The captain has asked me to perform on the last night of our voyage. It is the custom. He has told me that you have agreed as well. Shall we sing together? I think it'd be very good for you and would make me very happy.
I would be honored, but what could we sing together? We are so different.
If you and your husband will join me and my wife tonight at dinner, we will discuss it. Oh, only if your husband is up for it.
We'll be there. He may not be eating much, but when I tell him, he'll pull himself together. Thank you.
to be all right here by yourself, I will go to the captain and make the arrangements.
Don't be funny. Thank you.
Yes. Well, then, I must say, arrivederci, Madame Mills.
Albert? Who is this Albert who knows so much?
The man you bumped into last night.
The man?
The one you bumped into last night. He's my friend, but please don't tell anyone. He's not allowed to be friends with passengers.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed. Albert is a very nice boy. He's very polite.
He's not selfish or mean. He's gentle.
And you have a husband waiting.
I have not seen my husband in 5 years. And every year that passed, я была счастлива. I was happier every year we were apart. Said if Itza gets a divorce, or if I get one, will they send me back to Russia?
I don't know.
Well, you have to go back when you divorce.
No, I'm an American. I'm a citizen now.
Then I'll become a citizen.
No, you see, I came to America many years ago. The laws have changed. It takes time.
After Kishinev to Poland,
I had other reasons for leaving.
were you afraid?
No, I don't think about fear. If it is there, I leave it be, and I go on with my life. Are you afraid?
Itzhak was never kind to me. I believe he agreed to the arrangement of our marriage so his parents would pay for him to come to America. They insisted he have a wife first.
Of course, to keep his ties with home. I've seen this film before.
I have not known kindness since my father died, until I met Albert. Albert is different. He's kind, but under his kindness, he's sad, like me.
Have you asked him why?
I asked, but he does not like to talk about himself. He says he has to go back to work, but I don't believe him.
Well, lying is a convenient way of hiding who one truly is. It's also a very clever plot device in many classic plays. Like Shakespeare.
My father had many books of Shakespeare,
Did you read them?
many years ago.
Oh, perhaps you will remember this. In such a habit, they shall think we are accomplished in that we lack. I'll hold thee any wager, when we are accoutred like young men, I'll prove the prettier fellow of the two and wear my dagger with a braver grace, and speak between the change of man and boy with a reed voice, and turn to mincing steps into a manly stride, and speak a phrase like a fine bragging youth, and tell quaint lies. Now, honorable ladies soft manner. Ah, yes. Portia from the Merchant of Venice. Oh.
Sir? Sir?
Hi there, son. What the hell? I started drinking when I was younger than you. You have some.
Thank you, sir, but I'm still on duty, so I'm not allowed. Why don't you have my share? We'll go inside and lounge together.
Well, I'll have your share, but I'm staying right here. I don't want Marge. She says she's my wife, so don't tell anyone she isn't. She'll be real mad at me if she sees me like this.
Well, sir, tonight is dangerous on this deck. You don't want to be food for the fish now, do you?
I don't get... Oh, yeah, well, how about I just sit down here for a while?
Well, sir, you could do that, but inside's better. I could take you to the second class lounge so your wife won't see you like this.
Nope, I'm first class all the way. I'm going to sit right here. what's your name?
Albert, sir.
Oh, pleased to meet you. You know, if I had a son, I wish he'd be just like you. You're a nice fella, did I tell you that?
Yes, sir. I try to do the right thing.
Ah, that's good. So do I. Except for Marge. I didn't do right by her. Did I tell you we aren't married?
Yes, sir.
Well, you won't say anything.
No, sir.
That's good. You're all right, Alfred. Is that your name?
It's Albert, sir.
Well, Albert, you're all right. So is Marge. I would have married her, except in my family we keep our own kind and she doesn't fit. Other than that, she's all right. You know, it breaks my heart to see her cry. Albert?
Yes, sir.
You know what would be perfect?
No, sir. You'll have to tell me that.
If I married Marge, you were our son. Only, it can't ever be. I told Marge she isn't good enough for my family, but the honest truth is, we aren't good enough for her.
Sir? Dear. Sir? Oh, ma'am, are you Marge?
Yes.
Oh, he drunk a lot. I couldn't get him to go back inside. I gotta get back to work, but I'm afraid to leave him alone on deck.
You go ahead. He'll be out for a while. I'll stay here with him.
Thank you, ma'am.
I hope he didn't say anything nasty to you. He sometimes gets nasty when he drinks, but he doesn't mean it. And he's always sorry after.
No, ma'am. He was very respectful.
Thank you for saying that.
I'll be going now. You sure, ma'am?
I'm sure. You'll be fine.
Mayor, Metro Golden Mayor, Culver City, California, in the receipt of your cable while crossing Atlantic. Stop. No need for a final decision from you. Stop. We should negotiate in person, not by cable or in the press. Stop. Goldberg should be at our meeting. Stop. I am certain that together we can agree on a new contract that pleases all of us. Stop. I have ideas for a film. Stop. Hedda Gabler is still popular on stage, and I am adapting it for a film while traveling home. Stop. It will be especially good with sound. Stop. Think of the gunshot at the end of the play. Stop. MGM can be at the forefront of talking pictures worldwide. Stop. En route. New York, then Los Angeles. Stop. Please advise if the time of meeting will lost or Dolly. I am sitting alone in my cabin with days left of my journey home. The men that control Hollywood now resist my ideas. Because Salome did not do well in the box office. My dear Dolly, I'm sitting alone in my cabin. It is lonely, even on this prison of a ship, filled with so many people. My first voyage to America was not first class. There are few interesting fellow passengers, but still I think of you. Memory of your friendship will now be my inspiration in the place of your uncle.
My uncle would be happy to know that we are friends.
I hope that you could enjoy my film of Salome. I could not rest until I made one of this beautiful play. Oh, it inspired me so. And it's important to me that you liked it too.
Of course it is.
And you don't do. My dear, I would feel the same if your name were Dolly Smith, not Dolly Wire. You made my kind get kind of soul. Agreed. You, my dear Dolly, not you. You must come to America.
No, I don't like to travel.
Nonsense, you travel from London to Paris.
I manage that more than possible.
Then we will make what time we have here. Memory we can share until I can return, huh? Dolly, when we are together, you seem so sad. I hope I am not the cause, but you must tell me if I am.
Never, my dear. Others have that honor. You would have to wait your turn, and our time together is so short. As soon as I finish my drink, I'll smile for you.
Enter.
Ma'am, you sent for me?
Yes, come in. In the theater where I work, it is an actor's job to observe people, to study them in every detail, and then, when the time comes, to recreate them when the role calls for a similar portrayal.
Excuse me, ma'am. I was told you have a radiogram to send. I'll take it if it's
Every
ready.
detail is a clue. You, for example.
I was told to go right back to the radio room.
Please don't look so scared. I don't push you any harm. On the contrary. I would like to get to know you just a little bit better. Here, sit.
I'm not permitted.
Sit.
Yes, ma'am. Just for a minute. I gotta get right back to work.
Yes, you made that very clear. I just have a few questions for you.
I try to help you, ma'am. I had no schooling.
Please tell me, how do you explain to the crew why you never shave?
Ma'am?
Sir? Certainly they must have asked. How do you explain to them why you never have to shave?
I shave. No, I shave every day.
Oh.
Sometimes more.
Yes, I see. You shave your clean, smooth face.
I gotta get back to work.
I have just one more question. How do you explain your honesty to the crew? They never wonder why you never reveal yourself when you change, or when you relieve yourself.
They know I have scars I don't want anybody to see.
Scars. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you for saying so. They're ugly scars. I don't want anybody seeing them. They're ugly.
You know, I've embraced many men and women in my life, on stage and off.
I gotta get back to work.
There's a difference between them.
I don't want to trouble with this story.
Wonderful actor Albert.
I got no place to go. If I lose my job, I never did nothing to hurt you. You're just playing with me. But this is my life.
Is that what you think?
I'm not no toy. For someone like you to mess with.
Forgive me, I did not handle this well. I have no intention of giving away your secret.
Then why did you do this?
Because I know what it is like to have secrets. Albert, they can be a terrible burden. They keep you from reaching out to people, especially to somebody who you care about. And the weight of them becomes heavier when it is carried alone. I just wanted you to know, you no longer have to carry your secret alone.
I'm out of my own business. I wish other people would do the same. That's all I have to say.
Forgive me, I did not mean well with you. I won't bother you again.
Can I go now, ma'am?
As you see ahead, I need your consent. Oh, what curse is it that everything I touch will turn ludicrous and mean? Oh, heaven. Here we are. You and I. Alone again.
Albert! You're not supposed to be here, miss.
I've been waiting for you.
You should go down to your own deck. There'll be a sub-steward there to help you.
I want to be with you, Albert.
I'm not on duty now, ma'am. I can get someone for you if you need it.
I need you, Albert.
We'll be arriving in New York soon. You got your husband waiting on you. You don't need me getting in the way.
He may not even be there. You said so.
I was just talking. I don't know nothing about it. But if he isn't there, there could be some bad characters looking to take advantage. You don't go with anybody else says he can help you.
I will go with you.
There's a place that can help you for real. It's called the Home for Immigrant Girls. I can tell it to you if you want to write it down.
Where do you go when the ship arrives?
I got a room. They keep my stuff for me while I'm working. I don't have much, so they don't mind. Pay a little more for it anyways.
Only one more day on the ship.
We make good time. Sometimes the weather's bad. It takes longer for the trip.
Then I wish for rain and wind tonight.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does for me.
think you know why. I don't know any such thing. What would you do if you didn't work on the ships? I don't know nothing else. Never dreamed about doing something, meeting somebody. It ain't no good dreaming if it's somebody like me. Leads to unhappiness when your dreams don't come true.
Maybe they could come true.
I'll tell you what I used to dream. I used to dream that Papa came home from a war. Like Artie's father. You know, the other kids' fathers in the neighborhood. But Mama, she smiled again like she used to before Papa went to war. But he's still buried somewhere in France. Mama's buried in Greenwood Cemetery. I can't remember her smile anymore. Or even her face. Even when I tried real hard.
I'll tell you what I dreamed last night. I dreamed that the ship arrived and Izzy wasn't there. You were. And I wish it wasn't a dream.
There's things you don't know about me. Things that would make you hate me.
I could never hate you. And I know everything I need to know about you.
There's some things you don't know, and
Madame is a mobile. And I had a talk.
a talk about me.
She is very clever. She is more clever than I am.
She had no cause to do that. I never did nothing to her.
She told me something about you that I already knew. You hear me, Andrew? I already knew. I knew it when I took your hand. Your strong woman's hand. I heard in America it's possible to be with someone.
And I got no notion what you're talking about.
First, I didn't understand why I felt so strange when I was with you. I never felt this way with Isaac when he touched me. I thought that's why he left. I was ashamed, but it was my fault.
You got nothing to be ashamed for. Your husband's the one should be ashamed he couldn't please his wife. If I was you, I would good as a guessing. Even if what you're saying is true, you got a husband. And me? I'm a pretend person. I created myself.
If he's there, I will not go with him.
If you insist you're gonna have to go,
Then I will run away. I want to be with you, Albert.
I'll be leaving again as soon as I get a place on another ship.
And I will wait for you.
You would do that?
Of course I would. But only if you want me to. Do you want me to?
I'm afraid.
So am I. But if we're together, Albert, can I ask you something?
What do you want to ask?
Tell me your name.
You know my name.
You know what I mean.
I haven't told anybody that name in a long time. I don't even think about it anymore. I haven't in years. When my mother died, they were going to put me in an orphan's home. I said, please. And I said goodbye to my friend Artie who lived across the hall. They said, okay. Well, I took clothes from Artie. They fit okay. And I went out the fire escape. When I put on those clothes, I became Albert. I could go anywhere, do what I wanted, take care of myself. I don't know how to be who I used to be anymore.
I was wrong to ask you your name. I'm sorry. The clothes you wear, the name you use, it doesn't matter. You're Albert, and I want to be with you. And if I have to wait for you, I will.
Here. It's from Mr. Giggly. I can't read it.
Please give my two young friends tickets to my performance on 9th of May at 8:15 p.m. Signed Beniamino Giggly. Here's the address, 57th Street and 7th Avenue. Do you know where this is?
I can find it. She's not here.
No, you will need it for the tickets. May 9th. That's very soon. Will you be there? Yeah.
I'll be there.
Then I will be there too. No matter what. No matter what. Albert, we are alone here. Will you kiss me?
You don't need it.
Only if you want to.
Of course I won't.
I didn't hear you.
What if you don't like it?
What if I do?
Mesdames et messieurs, demain, nous atteindrons notre destination et nous arriverons en toute sécurité à New York. Ce soir, nous célébrons le succès de notre voyage. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow our voyage comes to a close and we arrive safely in New York City. Tonight, we celebrate a successful journey with an entertainment for our passengers here in first class. In the tradition of transatlantic travel, our companions on the voyage, they were the famous singers Miss Florence Mills and Mr. Beniamino Giggly, have prepared something for us all to enjoy. Please welcome Miss Mills and Mr. Giggly.
Never felt no happiness. Never had no one's caress. Just a lonesome bit of humanity born on a Friday, I guess. Blue as anyone can be. Clouds are all I ever see. If the sun forgets no one, why don't it shine for me? I am alone for a two. You know that bridges get so I've been all over to west in search of someone to feather my nest. Why don't I want the same as you do? The answer must be that I am a voodoo.
This is Walter Winchell, mainly about Main Streeters. Silent movie star Alvin Zimmerman, whose career has been plagued by scandal, has been unsuccessfully marketing the adaptation of her Broadway hit Hedda Gabler to movie studio head. Massey will instead return to vaudeville, appearing at the Palace, where she hopes for the same success she had before her recent European trip.
This is Llewellyn Parsons, Morning Live, New York, May 10th. The stars came out at Carnegie Hall to see international opera star Benjamin Healy perform at the famous New York City venue. What's next for Senior Healy? How will the tenor called The New Crusoe top this success?
Al niño miserable, y el nome mio nessun saprà, no, no, dell'acqua notte, trovami fra le stelle, alla vincero.
Dateline, November 2nd, 1927. All Harlem is in mourning for their little blackbird. Broadway star Florence Mills, who recently returned from a successful European tour, died unexpectedly following surgery at the hospital for joint diseases. Florence was 31. Many fans are filled with sadness at the death of the woman they call the Queen of Happiness.